Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I have another market. It is an inside market and I thought I would take you along, so I'm going to go ahead and pack my car and get ready. I need to leave for the market in about 30 minutes and it's an hour away. So I'll show you kind of how I pack my car and what I plan on including. Okay, my garage is a mess. But here's all my market stuff. I keep it all in a small section so that I can just quickly grab it and go. So let me get this loaded in the car. Also, I wanted to share with you that I got this little storage cabinet from Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to store my yarn in here. My living room yarn. I have a space in the back, in my back room. However, I need a place to put my projects that I'm working on currently, like in the living room. I currently just stash it in a corner in a bin. However, the bin is always overflowing and my boys are always getting into it. So I'm hoping I can put it all in this along with my work in progress crochet projects, and that way I can just grab it and go. And I also got this one because I can put a lock on the handles and my boys can't open it. If you don't know, I have a 5-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 1-year-old, and my 2-year-old and my 1-year-old are constantly getting into my yarn. So I'm hoping that this will be my fix and I will be able to not constantly have to remind the boys where they should not be. Okay, so oftentimes when I'm putting things in the car for my market, I have to put both of my seats down. Most of the time I also have to take both of my car seats out. However, this market is like one table, and so I don't think that I will need to put down my car seats, but we will see. So yeah, we'll just see how it goes. I plan on taking the things that I made specifically for this market, which I'll share with you. And then I think I'll just take the rest of it. Now, I had a market this last weekend and it cleared out the majority of my stock. So I have been crocheting my little heart out so that I have something for this market. And then I also have one again on Saturday. So we'll just see. We're going to take everything, but I don't have much based off of inventory. And I think honestly it'll be fine because it is only one table. Usually I have 2 tables, a tent, and my checkout station, but I'm not going to be including those because one, specifically the tables are already included, and I technically don't need a table, but I'm going to bring my table and see if I can just switch it out. The table that they're giving me is an 8-foot table and my table is a 6-foot table, but it fits so much nicer with my tablecloth, and so I'm hoping I can just use my table and then also use my display stand on the side to kind of fill that extra little gap. And I'm crossing my fingers that they let me do that, but we will see. If they don't, that's totally okay. I just won't have a tablecloth because mine is a fitted one that goes underneath the table, and I just like that a little bit better. It looks nicer and cleaner. And so yeah, let me keep packing my car. All right, this bucket has all of my decorations and displays. Pack my last box, I'm going to show you what I made specifically for this market. all of this was mostly what I crocheted for the past 4 days. Again, my last market was on Saturday, and I ran out of a lot of things, and now it is Thursday, so I started prepping from Sunday to Wednesday these items. Some of them were already crocheted. I just needed to assemble them, so that was really helpful. But I'll let you know which ones I actually crocheted and which ones I just finished. Okay, so starting off, I don't think I told you, but this market is like a rodeo themed. So I think I can still be in the frame like this. Okay. At my market on Saturday, I was able to crochet 4 pumpkins, and then I had 2 left over that I didn't finish for that market. So there was 6 pumpkins that I actually did not crochet this week. I just stuffed it, sewed it together, added the cinnamon stick and the twine or the leather cord, and then called it good. Sorry, there's all kinds of flies, but there are 3 pumpkins that I did actually crochet. So I'll show you the pumpkins. These are all these small pumpkins. I did this tweed color, a brown, there's mustard, another tweed. I have 2 of the off-white, and then the kind of like a charcoal gray color. It's not officially black, but this is so pretty. Anyway, so that gave me 8 pumpkins, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, I can't count. 7 pumpkins to have and add to my market. I was able to crochet 6 ghosts. So I have them in here. And the small pumpkins, I'm charging $12. These little bitty ghosts, they take no time to make, and so I'm charging $8 for these. Now I have a pumpkin that has a witch hat, and she's much taller, and she's actually $12, but these little ones are $8. So I have 6 ghosts and 7 pumpkins, and then I crocheted 2 of these cow levies with the light pink nose. This pattern is actually the cozy stitch, and it's supposed to actually have legs, but I wanted it more in the lovey body or the blanky body style, similar to what's it called? Oh my gosh, Mama Made Minis. I have that pattern. I just didn't think a knot would look super cute with this. I kind of liked it just the way it was, so I finished it like this. Both of them are the same. If it turns out that they don't sell, then I can always add the legs later. But I'm charging $30 for these little cows. And then at the rodeo, they always have like where kids ride on the sheep. So I made 2 sheep or 2 lamb levies. And they are like a light gray with a pink nose. They're so sweet. So I'm charging $30 for these as well. I put together 3 of these mini cows, and I'm charging $18 for these. This is also from the Cozy Stitch. It's supposed to have feet, but I couldn't get the feet to look right, and I kind of liked that they reminded me of little Squishmallows, so I kept it like this. And they were about an hour make, so I have 3 of these for $18. And just for reference, I charge myself $12 an hour. That is minimum wage where I live. And I kind of live in a small town, and people have an opinion kinda on handmade items. They are very much the type of people to say that your crochet items are overpriced, and so fitting myself with the minimum wage has helped a lot. And also using different types of yarn, it makes it where I'm able to charge an affordable price for my crochet. So I know that those snugglers can go for like $50, but they just don't sell well at that price where I'm at. And I found that $30 to $40 is kind of where it is. The bigger snugglers I have for $40. The Mama Made Minis 22-inch dinosaur I charge for $60. So it does get higher. But for the little ones, I just charge $30 for them, and that works out well. This hat, I was able to crochet all of it. It's the 0 to 3 months, and I'm charging $25. This one was already crocheted. I just needed to sew the ends together, add the pom and my label. So this hat is 3 to 12 months, and it's for $28. These ear warmers were already crocheted. I just needed to assemble them and twist it. So I have 2 of these 0 to 3 months. These are both $12. I have it in the light pink and the dark gray. And then the next size up was also already crocheted. I just needed to assemble it this week. This is the 3 to 12 months, and I'm charging $14 for each one. And then I was able to get 3 additional adult knitted beanies from my knitting machine. So I did like this, kind of like a cream off-white color, a light pink, and then the mustard. And these are going to go for $28. So that is what I crocheted specifically for this market and what I had time to crochet. Crochet and finish projects within 4 days. And so this amount of inventory gives me, I calculated it up, it was $495 worth of inventory, and I feel like that's honestly pretty good for 4 days of inventory and finishing up projects. So I'm really proud of myself. I started to kind of I started to get disappointed in myself because I wanted to make more but wasn't able to, and I finally had to let it go and said, I'm only one person, I can only crochet so much without my wrist hurting, and $495 is pretty stinking good for 4 days. So that is what we are bringing to the market. I'm bringing my other inventory too, but I wanted to show you this specifically, what I made since my last market and how much I'm charging it for. So I'm going to go ahead and add this to the car, and then I'm going to change my t-shirt and we're going to get rolling. Okay, outfit check. And then I just paired it with some jeans and some sandals. We're going to be inside and I get pretty chilly, so I decided to add like this mustard overlay. Thank you for choosing Scooters. What can I get started for you? Can I order a large iced mocha, please? Perfect. Go ahead and scoot on around. Thank you. Got it. I ordered a large iced mocha. The Starbucks that we have here in town is actually like in a grocery store, and there's no drive-through, and so sometimes that's really inconvenient. So I like to go to Scooters. You're either pro Scooters or not, and so I find it's okay. It gets the coffee fix. It's currently 2:30, and so let's head to the market. Okay, I'm here and I'm all set up, so I can't wait to show you. I actually decided that, let me turn on the air conditioning. I actually decided that I wasn't going to ask if I could use my table, just because they already had their table set up with the tablecloths, because it is rodeo themed. They have like a little rodeo bandana print tablecloth on all of them, so I didn't want to interfere with already their design, so I was okay leaving it the way it was. Everyone else kind of left it too, so I used their table, and there's a couple other things that I didn't use, so I'll go ahead and show you what my booth looks like. Keep in mind also that I also brought along my mom's ceramic stuff, so hopefully that will sell for her. This booth, this event, sorry, this is still pretty loud. This event is a free event. I did not have to pay for this booth, so any money or anything that sells today is just strictly profit, and so I'm super excited about that. So let me go inside and show you what it looks like. Okay, here's my table. Start from top down. right, let's do a little booth update. It's kind of a mess. Okay, it's the next day after the market. I got home about 8:30. Well, the market ended at 8, and I didn't get home until about 9:30 because it's an hour drive from where I was. I've done this market before. I actually did it like 10 years ago whenever I very first started doing my crochet when my daughter was born. But then with teaching and stuff, I wasn't able to keep up with it or really have an inventory to keep doing that event. So I hadn't done it for, I don't know, 8 years I haven't done it. And then last year was my first year back, and then I did it again this year. So it was super fun. I also, since I was teaching, I ran into a lot of my teacher families and coworkers, and it was so fun to just catch up with all of them. A couple of the girls from high school, and so again, super fun. I loved the whole night. It was great. If you're wondering, I am literally wearing the same outfit as my market breakdown from the last week market breakdown. Really, it's the same day. I'm just now having the time to sit down to record the breakdowns for what happened on Saturday last weekend and then last night Thursday, because there is a 6-day difference. And then I have a market tomorrow, so we'll talk about that. But anyway, here's the breakdown for it last night. I originally thought that this market was actually from 5 to 8, but it was actually from 6 p.m. to 8 o'clock. So within 2 hours, we made quite a bit of sales. In the previous, or earlier in this video, I showed you all the things that I made specifically within these last 4 days for this market, because it was rodeo themed, and pretty much all of that sold. And I have a market Saturday, and I don't have a lot of stock left, so I'm very anxious. I feel really stressed, but I have to keep in mind that I am just one person. I can only crochet so much, but I'm so stressed out that it gave me a cold sore. So it's just a great time overall. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started with the breakdown. I left some space right here so that I can insert pictures later on in the video to show you what sold, or what it looked like, and how much I sold it for. This is in no particular order at all. Again, I grouped it by category, so it'd be easier for my viewers to see the category and know what sold in that category. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with levies. I made those 2 cow snugglers without the legs. It is originally a cozy stitch pattern, and I decided that I wanted the blankie body instead. And I sold both of them, and I charged $30 each for them. Specifically for this market, I also crocheted 2 lamb snugglers, and both of them sold for $30 each. And then I had a white chicken levy, and it sold, I only had one, and it sold for $30. Moving on to the fall items, I had a velvet beanie with the double palms in size 0 to 3 months. I sold one of them for $25, and then I had another 0 to 3 month velvet beanie, but it only had 1 palm, and it sold for $25. I keep the prices the same for my double palm and my single palm. It's just easier for me and easier for my customers to know that the price is still $25 regardless if it has 1 palm or 2. And then I sold 1 adult knitted beanie for $28. It was the like cream off-white color, very neutral. And then I had 5 small pumpkins sold for $12 each. This time around, I did not have time to make any medium-sized pumpkins, and so I just kept with the small pumpkins. So I had 5 of them sell for $12 each. Moving on to plushies, I made 3 of the mini cows. They are also from the Cozy Stitch, but I decided to not put the feet on them. And all 3 of them sold for $18 each. I made 5 mini ghosts without the witch hat, because that's all the time that I had for, and 5 of them sold for $8 each. From my previous market, because all my chickens pretty much sold, I only had 4 chickens left. And that is why I did not have my chicken display up. Usually I have like that little wooden coop, but I only had 4 chickens left, and I didn't like how it wasn't full. And I didn't want it to look super empty, so I decided not to put the chicken coop out. Instead, I just displayed the chickens on the table. And so out of the 4, I had 2 of them sell for $15 each. I had 1 wristlet sell for $5, and then a scrunchie sell for $5. So in total, for those 2 hours, I made $422. That does not include the tax. The tax collected was $42.50, and so that was an additional cost. In the last market, I had talked about my tips, and my tips only being, $2.45, with my fees being almost $20. However, this market, I got $13 in tips, and my fee was only $7.98. So some of those fees, some of that tip was able to be applied to the last time's fee, which I'm really excited about that. So if you don't already have your tips on, you should definitely tip or add your tips on. Not everyone tips, but most people kind of do, especially if you hold really good conversations with them, or just kind of chatting and recommending other things. People surprisingly tip you. So anyway, I got $13.45 in tips, and my fees for this market was $7.98 with my card swiping, and again, it was pretty even between cash and card. There wasn't one that was significantly higher than the other. So that is my market breakdown. I am so grateful that you are here watching and enjoying these market vlogs. If there's anything in particular that you'd love to see during these vlogs, I will try to incorporate them for you. So I know that someone had asked about booth display designs or booth display setup items that I used, and the ideas of what I wanted to use when I purchased the item. So I will get back to, I am currently trying to figure out that video. I want to get it up soon for you. So thank you so much for being here. If you would like to watch any of my other market vlog videos, you can click on the link after this video, and I will see you at my next market on Saturday, which I'm currently filming on Friday, so I have one day to prep because a lot of my items sold and I have very little. I'm so grateful for that opportunity, but I'm also very stressed because I really want to make my booth fee back for this next market. So thank you again, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!